What is up, everyone? Welcome to Real Cooper Entertainment. My name is Cooper. Thank you all so much for being here. This video is for anyone who is considering getting the Carnival drink package. Perhaps you're a moderate drinker or a light drinker. You're not sure if this is going to be worth the money for you because it is expensive. I'm going to give you some alternatives here, and I'm also going to give you some reasons why you should not get the drink package. If you follow under any of these categories, you might want to reconsider spending that kind of money. If you like this kind of content, please let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what kind of questions you have about cruises, and we'll try to go through everything. Now, to me, the biggest elephant in the room when it comes to the drink package is how much it actually costs. It's really, really expensive, and you have to get it for the entire trip. I'm going on a cruise in about 2 weeks with my brother. We got the insurance, and we got an interior room on the 8th deck. We did not prepay our gratuities yet for reasons of onboard credit. We're going to get to that later. But our cruise costs about $225 or $230 per person. The drink package is going to end up being $260 per person. It literally costs more than our trip, and that's just pretty hard to stomach. So I understand why anyone is considering not getting the drink package, because that's pretty ridiculous by Carnival. It'd be awesome if we can only get it 1 day at a time or 2 days at a time, pick it as we go. But you know, they gotta rack up that money. They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation for a reason, because they know how to squeeze the money out of people like me. One thing that I've noticed, I've been on 3 cruises this year, and one thing that I've noticed is if there's a cruise with lots of port days and you have excursions planned and you like to drink on the beach, you might not want to get the drink package because it's a little bit cheaper to drink on land. And if you're going on excursions, sometimes these excursions have alcohol included. And by the time you're out all day in the sun all day and you get back on the ship, you're really, really tired, and you usually don't pre-game these excursions because you're getting off the ship so early. You might have 1 or 2 drinks before you get off the ship, but getting to 8 or 10 drinks in 1 day on a day that you have an excursion or a day that you have an exciting port and things that you really want to go explore, you're probably not going to go get your money's worth. I've seen people get off the ship and get just completely toasted and just come back on the ship and pass out. And if you have 4 port days in a row and you keep doing this, you're just not drinking on the ship. Therefore, you're not getting your money's worth. If you fall into the category of wanting to do excursions or wanting to be a beach bum and wanting to drink off the ship, you probably want to reconsider whether or not you should get the drink package. Now, an alternative to getting the drink package is the wine package. It's called Cruise the Vineyards. You have to actually call Carnival to book it, or you can get it while you're on the ship. Now, there's a couple caveats if you want to get this Cruise the Vineyards package. Number 1, the wine has to be opened in the main dining room. It's not something that's delivered to your room and you can kind of carry it around the ship and drink it at your leisure. It's something that has to be opened by your main dining room server. Now, the Cruise the Vineyard package has either 3 bottles of wine or 5 bottles of wine. I'll link it in the description below, and hopefully I have a screenshot of this, but I think it's about $70 for 3 bottles of wine. 5 bottles of wine is, I think, $110, and then there's a premium package that has even more expensive wines if you're into that kind of stuff. So the wine has to be opened in the main dining room, but what if you don't consume the whole bottle of wine? Well, they do not refund the wine, of course, but you can take it back to your room. So in any case, you can have the waiter or waitress server in any case, you can have the server open the bottle of wine and maybe 2 bottles of wine and just take them back to your room and drink it whenever you want. The problem is when you first get on the ship, the main dining room doesn't open until dinner, so you gotta kind of wait for your wine. But we are allowed to pack 1 bottle of wine per person. So if you wanna get to drinking your wine early, you can obviously pop open your own bottle there. But I don't like opening my own bottle of wine as soon as I get on the ship. That's just me. Another alternative to getting the drink package is actually ordering a bottle of liquor and having it delivered to your room. A lot of people don't even know that this is an option. It has to be done before you set sail. I think at least 24 hours before you set sail, you have to have this booked. But a bottle of liquor, I think, starts at about $85, and they can go upwards of whatever, 110. But if you think about it, let's say you're going on a 7-day cruise and it's about $60 a day for the drink package. So that's 420 bucks for alcohol. You can buy 4 bottles of liquor for that. Now, obviously, the drink package includes bottled water and specialty coffees and Red Bulls or whatever, but that's a lot of booze for the same price. I mean, 2 bottles of liquor is a lot, and you also get to bring your own bottle of wine, so just another option to consider. Now, full disclosure, I have never done this before, but I have known people who have successfully snuck on alcohol into the ship using something what's called Rum Runners. You can just look it up right on Amazon. You can even type in cruise flask and it says it gets through their little mini TSA that Carnival has, and you can smuggle in your own liquor. I don't consider this stealing. It's just in the dishonor code. But Carnival is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and I don't think they're really going to miss your $250, $300 worth of alcohol if you were to be that type of gangster and sneak on your own booze. Now, what if you were to get caught and sneak in your own booze? I'll tell you what would happen. They confiscate it and you continue on with your own cruise. So the risk reward is kind of, like I said, I've never done it, but you literally don't even get a slap on the wrist. They just take your booze away and you proceed with your cruising. And when you get on the ship, you can still purchase any of the alcohol packages. I don't see anything wrong with it. Do what you want. This next group is for those who are traveling with 4 or 5 people or a group of people, and you also have to have someone in your group who is 20 years of age or younger. But this is a really cool trick. Now, what you can do is actually call Carnival and ask them if they have any adjoining rooms available, and you can book the person who is 21 or older and the person who is 20 years of age or younger in one room. That way, only one person has to purchase the drink package. Now, this is really cool because you all are traveling together. Obviously, you're in your groups together, and when you come back to the room, you're right next to each other and you can still share the drink package with your spouse or your friend or whatever. One exception to this rule is the rooms that are adjoining have to be absolutely the same. So if you're going to get a balcony, they both have to be balconies. If you're going to get an interior, they both have to be an interior. Me personally, I will always get the drink package. There were times that I did not get the drink package and I regretted it each time. I'm not a heavy drinker, but I drink enough. I like to have a good time. I also drink about 8 of those bottles of water every day that I'm on the ship. Now, a lot of people say that the water on the ship is, it's not so good, but if you think about it, these people are living on a ship for 6 months at a time. The water is fine. The water is perfectly drinkable. You're not going to get sick from drinking the water. It has to be clean. They have to keep thousands of people healthy. They're not going to give them dirty water. Hey, if you all like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below about anything you want to see in the future. See you on my next ship.